In this day and age, the art of voicing an opinion seems to be much more achievable, all thanks to, in large part, social media. But regardless of who you are, the amount of courage it takes to speak up without fear of judgment definitely deserves to be acknowledged, which is why today we're talking about 6 times Fifth Harmony's Lauren Jauregui powerfully spoke her mind right here on Listed. Kicking off the list on a real strong note is Lauren's heartfelt speech she gave at a human rights and immigration panel during this year's South by Southwest Festival. During the panel, Lauren sat with fellow activist Amani to discuss the importance of activism. At the convention, she expressed how heartbroken she was because we live in a world where we have to question each other's humanity.
Nothing defines a human being except for their heart and their mind and their words. That's it. And their actions, excuse me. Because that's what makes you a person.
Immigration isn't the only political issue that Lauren speaks out about. She also participated in the Women's March to speak out about women, the LGBT community, and in her words, whoever else deserves it. When interviewed, Lauren discussed the unity of people who are using their voices for the better at the march, and even said if she could tell other marchers one thing, it would be, "I love you and we're together. Let's make some changes." In the words of Fifth Harmony, I think it's fitting to say, that's my girl. Earlier this year, Lauren also finally spoke about an uncomfortable rumor and ship that followed her around since the beginning. From the start, Lauren and Camila were shipped together heavily in their fandoms, and when the taunting and falsified rumors started to escalate, Lauren put an end to all the rumors once and for all. She addressed how invasive and disrespectful this behavior was on Twitter, and even said it was never okay for anyone to sexualize her friendship for their personal pleasures.
Do you think that's going to make this a different kind of thing? The fact that, we've danced more,
yeah,
and sing more.
Totally. I think you just answered your own question.
I think so too.
I love you guys. You guys are beautiful.
Stepping back in time, last November, Lauren also shared an open letter addressed for anyone who is in favor of supporting the new president. The open letter was from Lauren's perspective as a bisexual, and also a Cuban-American woman who is also the daughter of immigrants. In her letter, she committed a few lines to explain how Trump's campaign was fueled by hypocrisy and hatred. She followed by saying she will gladly accept negative labels for speaking her mind. Since posting her letter, Lauren's bravery in using her voice was not only commendable, but inspirational to many of her fans.
But if no one is active about being against that, then it might happen because, some people think it's a good idea for whatever reason.
However, Lauren didn't let the election result affect her activism as she grew more passionate day by day about changing many negative things that accompanied the new presidency. She has used her Instagram as a platform to educate her fans about concerning changes in the education system, the Muslim ban, protection of transgender kids, and so much more. Although to many people, an Instagram post might not seem like much, Lauren has used her celebrity status to reach more than 4 million people to educate and share a message, making her a powerful force to be reckoned with.
Hillary. Is that even a question? Hillary.
Do you think we're ready for our first female president?
Yes. We've been ready.
And of course, all changes start off with small steps, which is why we can't forget about the time Lauren Jauregui gave her fans a call to action using social media. Back in January, she tweeted that if a fan sent her a picture of them getting involved in the community, she would follow them back as a reward. This was a great way to get her fans to take charge by starting from even the tiniest form of selflessness. And it was a lesson that all of us needed to take.
Get out there, send letters, call, go to protests, organize with your local communities. There's a bunch of activism you can get involved in.
And that concludes our list of times Lauren Jauregui spoke her mind. And at this point, I think it's safe to call Lauren one of the greatest millennial role models of our time. But right now, I want to know which of these moments inspired you the most. So hit up the comment section below, and after that, don't forget to click right here to see Rihanna's best social media shade. Thanks for hanging out with me on Clevver News. I'm Jackie Idenisi, and now do some good today.